Just want to do a quick blog about gluten-free Alfredo and how I make it. I usually brown up a couple of chicken breasts and then I throw in some fresh vegetables if I have them. If I don't have them, when I get bulk overages of vegetables from our food bank, when they have them, I distribute them, and then sometimes I'll take some and freeze them if it's something I can freeze. This is some yellow peppers. We had a pallet or two of those. I also have some asparagus in there that I also froze. I have a blog about freezing both of those. Let me just grab some of those out of the freezer so you can see. That is the frozen asparagus. So if you go to thesecretisgratitude.com, is my blog, and type in a keyword asparagus at the bottom of the page or peppers, up will come how I freeze those and how I dehydrate them. Sometimes I'll use dehydrated vegetables, sometimes I use frozen, depending on how much freezer space that I have. Anyway, I do different flavorings. Sometimes I add crushed garlic and some crushed red pepper sauce, but I'm experimenting more with curry powder, and this is one of my favorite herb blends. It's an Italian blend. It's oregano, basil, thyme, rosemary, sage, and marjoram from San Francisco Herb Co. And I'm going to do a blog about that, so if you want to read more on that, go to my blog, The Secret is Gratitude, and go to the bottom and type in San Francisco Herb Co. and you'll read, because there's two that are similar, and one is really scary and the other one is really good. So what I do is I brown up everything in some olive oil and add the flavor, the herbs, and then because I use frozen vegetables, there's more water in it than I would like. So I take the water and I drain it in to here. You can see this is clear water for the spaghetti that's not gluten-free, and then I use the herbs, herb water runoff from the stir fry to boil the gluten-free noodles. You could do it either way, but I didn't think my daughter would care so much. She's not gluten-free and I am, so I use the herb for my noodles. And so they're getting to be about ready, and then I use different kinds of the Classico sauces because they say gluten-free right on them, right there. Some of them don't say gluten-free, so I don't know for sure if they are. There's several types of gluten-free noodles. These ones are Bio Natura, but these aren't my favorite because they're kind of hard when they're done. I do have some other ones I like better, but just try for you which ones you like. And then what we'll do is we'll put the noodles on a plate, put some of the stir fry. This one has fresh cut green beans that were frozen, zucchini, yellow peppers, chicken, and asparagus and onions that were all frozen fresh. And then I really like putting fresh grated, well, I didn't grate the Parmesan, but sometimes we do, we have a grater, but this is just Frigo's shredded Parmesan, and we just stick that on top and it's very good. So this is not dairy free, but this is gluten free. Anyway, that is how I make gluten-free Alfredo, and it doesn't have to be, like I said, you can use regular noodles that we'll be using for my daughter that doesn't really like the gluten-free as much. She doesn't need it. So, and then you don't use the same spatula if you're really sensitive, but I don't eat any, and so it doesn't really bother me too much to use the same spatula in both, but I don't mix anything else, so I don't do any gluten. So that's for today.